Well, here we are a little bit later in the day. This is what I came up with, or this is all that I've come up with so far, and it was actually pretty simple once I went to the scrap pile and found that I had a couple of these turns that I bought at I bought a whole bushel basket full of somebody was practicing how to use a metal bender or something like that. So I put one down here bowed up, and I put one up here. I guess that one's bowed down, and this one here is bowed up. And then I was going to have a place for the torch to set, but it actually doesn't set in too bad right in there because the hose is now captured. And it looks like it's going to move around pretty good, and maybe keep that torch kept falling off. Every time you got to it, it would fall off, and if it falls off again, I'll change it again. But right now the thing looks pretty good for just a use it every now and then backup set. Now I'll show you what else is on the problem. There's the old snow blade on the back of the tractor. Haven't used it in years. It's pretty wore out. It's over 20 years old. But down in here, I'm gonna go in there and see if you can see it. See the crack in there? Now this hole here is really oblonged. Then you can see where it's bowed down here, where if you look at it this way, it's bowed down. I think you can get the cracks in here. So I'm going to cut that out. And I had another piece of scrap metal that I got. This here, I bet it's only a 5/16. I don't think it's 3/8. This piece here looks like 3/8. Depending on what it takes to get it off, I see I got some bolts down here on the blade itself. I don't know whether I'm going to mess with trying to take that off. If you look through here, see how this is high here, and this is high in here. I don't know whether I'm going to mess with it. I probably won't. There's just no point in it. But even these holes are just elongated. If you put a round pin in it, but a little bit of slop isn't going to make anything. I didn't bring up the piece that I'd already cut for there. I went and cut in my day, if I can get around here. Oh, it's so daggone muddy here. Oh, Lordy. I already cut that piece out, so we're going over to get that piece if I can find it now. Maybe I already put it up there. There it is. This is, I don't think this is going to bend. This is 1 inch by 3. I think that up there is 5/16 by 2.5. So what I got to do is I've cut the angles, which look to be pretty good. It's short because it's got to slide up into there, but that's about, because it's a little longer, I needed a 1/4 inch longer, so that's about where it's going to sit. So 1/4 inch longer here. Then I'll have to drill a hole in it, so I think I'll do that next. Drilling holes, kind of, I'll put it in on the mill and drill a hole, and so I think that's what I'm going to do next, is drill the hole in there, cut all this out, get this piece in, raise it up a little bit so it's closer to this piece, which they raised this up. If you can see, this is a little bit proud of this piece here. I'm hoping that I can get in there and cut all that out without having to take this part off. But I would like to straighten it, but I don't think I'm going to. Anyhow, that's what I'm working on next. So I'm going to try to get this piece out. You can see the welds broke down in here too. I'm going to try to get that piece out, and if I can get that out without having to take this piece off, then that's what I'm hoping to do. This old thing is so rusty. It's, like I said, it's at least 20 years. I guess it was bought back in 80, maybe 85, somewhere around there. So anyhow, that's it for this one. Over and out for now.